Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Cutlery. Hey, 22 veterans a day in this country take their own lives. Vets, I love you. You have a place here. We'll put some links in the description. We try to always do that for some folks that can help you. We back to blue over here. We support Leo. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Well, today, we're running around in the woods with our two Bark Rivers. We have the Highwayman 3 and we have the Shining Mountain Bowie. Now, both are A2 steel. There's the Shining Mountain there. Both are A2 steel. Both have about 5-inch handles where you hold them. Okay? They're kind of the same size, totally different blade shapes. I get that. The Highwayman has a little smaller guard than the Shining Mountain. Again, just totally different blade shapes. The handles are stacked leather. They're stick tang. The leather's held on by a butt cap. You can see all that. I've got a review on each, smashing reviews on each, where we actually did real world testing. You can check that out. Now, here's the deal on cutting paper. You say, Gab, why in the world would you do that? Because I have not stropped either knife, guys. Neither one. These are straight out of both tests. I've got to clean them up, get them ready to go back to Timbo. But that's after batoning, that's after cutting and stabbing tires. That's after all the tests we've done. Cut paracord, water hose, plastic bottles, no stropping whatsoever, and they still slice paper like a bandit. Like I said, both of them are A2 tool steel. I love my tool steels. I am thankful for Timbo 437 for sending them. And this is going to be kind of a throwback old school Choir Boys cutlery. You'll see this test right here a ton. It's one of my favorites. I like doing it, both knives. Now, this is not a comparison or a versus or anything to that nature. So before all of you start typing, oh, you can't compare them, Scab. The Highwayman's for stabbing people. And while I just did that, both sheaths are on frogs, nice leather sheaths, beautiful leather sheaths. They're beyond nice. Both are carried frogs. I wore both of them out here, so my hands were free. Plus, I don't know how intimidating it looks, but there's a 280-pound man with two 16-inch blades on him. I wasn't worried about anything from the meth crafters. Now, we do some chopping, we do some slicing, we do some dicing, we do just wood stuff. Now listen, to all my tree hugging friends, I love you dearly, God knows I do. But here is my daily disclaimer. One, we only cut, I believe, 2 or 3 small trees down. Everything you see behind me, next year at this time, will be gone. They're putting a subdivision in. I cut down hackberry trees. I try to leave the pines and the oaks alone. Let them grow. If there's limbs down or whatever, we'll use them. I used a lot of dead limbs in this particular video. You see behind me, I prepared, I think that was from last time, preparing some swords and punji sticks for the neighborhood kids to fend off the meth crafters. I'm a neighborhood guy. I'm a community guy. Not just in the knife community, but my own neighborhood. I'm known for arming the kids. People love Uncle Scab. Now, both knives, again, handle very, very well. Both very controllable. And that's something, again, and I'll say this again, and you'll hear this over and over, probably till the end of the channel. I am a novice at best. And you say, Scab, we can tell that. But why do I keep saying that? Because I'm not on here I'm not a commercial. I'm not giving you a sales pitch. I have no dog in the fight. I want to give you guys the best look at a knife that I can give you. I don't know that we can call them test or a review or anything, because I don't know that I'm that qualified. But if I can give you a good look at a knife and the capabilities of it in unskilled hands, then just imagine what those of you who apparently have lived in the bush and the mountains, raised by wolves since you were wee lads, imagine what you could do with these knives. Imagine it. Close your eyes now and envision it. I'm envisioning it now. I'm envisioning some of you as this, never mind. Now, what are my honest thoughts on the knives? When I look at a knife, for a knife to be good for me, not for you, you make that determination. Tried to give y'all a little more close-ups too, so you can see the knife, the bite the knives are getting, that kind of thing, show you a little better. Now, when I look for a knife, handle is number one. It has to be. I'll be 50 this October. Thank you so much for everybody who's was in on that D-Bad, Old War, War Guard, Deep Guard, Confederate hammer, Bowie, whatever the hell it is. It's beautiful and I love it. And we'll probably run around in the woods with it sometimes. There's a good look at that sheath. But thank you guys. Thank you for all the birthday messages. Now, my birthday is October the 19th. I want to be upfront with that. But at near 50 years old, beat up, banged up hands, handles are of maximum importance to me. I did a test the other day on one of these where I tried to twist the knife. The handle is kind of oval, I would say. So I couldn't turn the knife in my hand. That's a massive plus. I'm gonna be honest with you. I try not to wear gloves for my reviews to get a good feel of the handle, unless it's some kind of rubberized handle or something. And I learned my lesson on that if I'm doing a lot of chopping. But for things like this, I felt no hot spots in stabbing. I felt no hot spots in chopping. No hot spots in slicing. And you say, well, Scab, sometimes, guys, there's some knives will have guards or up near that blade where when you're slicing, if you're putting pressure or if you don't have your hand just right, you can get a little hot spot between your thumb and your pointer finger. None of that. And of course, there was going to be a segment where old Scabber holds the tip off camera, but y'all can see the knife working. Now. Which one do I prefer out of the two? This one isn't really a versus, and we'll get back to what I look for in a knife. Handles first on that. Out of the two, I think I prefer the Highwayman. And honestly, guys, that's just aesthetics. That's just personal druthers there. Honestly, they both look badass, but I like the looks of the Highwayman a little better. That's all that is. Functionality, I'd say they're pretty damn fun. Look at that. That's a pretty clean chop right there. Pretty clean slice. So, functional wise, I'd say they're pretty close. Yes, I know you do two things with them. I know that. I get it. You do different stuff with each one. But again, stabbing somebody, it's just illegal. I hate that I have to keep bringing that up, but I can't really, and I can't really afford a side of beef. I may call Lynn and see if he'll send me one, or a pig's head or something. So I can't really show you, knife fighting. What I can show you is chopping, slicing, and all of that, and cutting, and that's what we're going to do. Now, right here, I would say, and I think that you probably get better bam on the Shining Mountain. It feels like a little better chopper, maybe. It just seems to chop a little better, and again, that's just opinion. And this video right here, guys, was strictly out there having fun. Like I said, I tried to get a couple close-ups in. And y'all see right there, man, it cuts it clean. It cuts it real clean. We do just kind of some brush clearing here in a minute. Well, right here. Attaboy, Scab. Why? Just to show you can kind of swing the knife. Now, it's about 100% humidity, right at 90, a little better. So, Swamp Ass is ramping out here. Again, no slippage on the knives. None. The other thing I look for in a knife is control. Now, you say, Scab, you have a lot of say in that. On some, yes. Some you do, some you don't. These knives, to me, were very controllable. And tool steel's probably third or fourth. Blade shapes in there somewhere. I'll be the first to tell you, I'm probably one of these guys who goes a little more for the badass looking thing. I like big knives. That's just me. And I've told y'all, if I could have a channel of nothing but monstrous choppers, son, that's all I would do. But that ain't going to put food on the plate, is it? And we got to do other things. Now, right here, I'd use them both as now, can you use them as a machete? Come on, guys. You can to an extent. You can clear brush, and they work really well for clearing brush. I believe that convex edge does play into that, and I will tell you this, briars, vines, things like that, both the Shining Mountain and the Highwayman, I was really impressed with the way they handled the vines out there. I mean, really, really was. Now, we're coming down, got about a minute left. Timbo437 is my guy. He's the guy who's let me borrow, he's let me borrow a bunch. Go to Timbo437, subscribe, hit like and share. Guys, a lot of y'all have asked, Gab, what can we do to help you? And some people are like, man, I wish I could send you something. Listen to me. Here's how you can help Choir Boys Cutlery. You can hit like, you can subscribe, and you can share. Those things are monstrous. If you don't have anything to comment hashtag 22 a day. And people say, well, Scale, well, you're a knife channel. You don't want to clog up. Listen, that's why I put links in my description. I want vets to be able to come here, maybe get a laugh, look at some cool knives, do whatever, but know that there is some help from people that can help them who are far more able to than I. All I can do is raise awareness. That's how I want to do it. And guys, really, that's a big part of wanting to grow. Some people say, well, I don't want to grow. I do. The more we grow, the more we can work on that number 22, hashtag 22 to hashtag 0. Mikey said it best. Everything's going to be all right. These were a blast. I'm Scab. You're not. And I'm gone, son.